Welcome to Knowitrix, where curiosity becomes clarity. If you love learning, thinking deeper, and understanding the world in a smarter way, you're in the right place. Welcome to the matrix of modern knowledge. Social media is the heartbeat of the digital world. It's where people talk, share, argue, celebrate, learn, and express who they are. For brands, this makes social media the most powerful communication channel ever created. Social media marketing is the art of using these platforms to build relationships, influence decisions, and drive meaningful action. Every scroll, every like, every comment is a signal, a tiny piece of human behavior. Social media marketing is about understanding those signals and turning them into opportunities. It's not just posting content, it's shaping conversations, building communities, and creating experiences that people want to be part of. Each platform has its own personality. Instagram thrives on visuals and aesthetics. Facebook builds communities and long-form conversations. LinkedIn amplifies professional identity and thought leadership. YouTube is the home of long-form storytelling and authority. TikTok is fast, creative, and trend-driven. Twitter X is real-time influence and public dialogue. Understanding these differences is the first step to mastering social media marketing. At its core, social media marketing revolves around three pillars. 1. Visibility, getting discovered by the right audience. 2. Engagement, sparking interaction and conversation. 3. Trust, building long-term relationships that lead to loyalty. When these three work together, your brand becomes more than a profile. It becomes a presence. Social media is driven by content, but not all content is equal. Some content educates, some entertains, some inspires, and some sells. The most successful brands blend these formats into a balanced ecosystem. Educational content builds authority. Entertaining content builds reach. Inspirational content builds emotion. Promotional content drives action. But content alone isn't enough. The algorithm decides what gets seen. Algorithms reward content that keeps people on the platform. That means your content must hook attention instantly, deliver value quickly, and encourage interaction. The more people engage, the more the algorithm amplifies your reach. Consistency is another superpower. Social media is a long-term game. Brands that show up regularly stay top of mind. Brands that disappear get forgotten. Consistency trains both the audience and the algorithm to expect your presence. Social media also gives you something traditional marketing never could: real-time feedback. Every comment, share, and message tells you what your audience thinks. This feedback helps you refine your content, improve your products, and understand your community on a deeper level. Finally, social media is a gateway to conversions. With features like shops, ads, links, and call-to-action buttons, you can guide users from awareness to purchase without leaving the platform. It's not just about going viral, it's about building a system that turns attention into results. Social media marketing is no longer optional. It's where brands are built, stories are told, and trust is earned. Mastering it means mastering the language of the modern world. Every social media platform is a different world, with its own culture, behavior, algorithm, and audience expectations. To succeed in social media marketing, you must understand not just how each platform works, but why people use it. When you understand the psychology behind each platform, your content becomes sharper, more relevant, and far more effective. Let's break down the major platforms and what makes each one unique. Facebook is where people connect with friends, family, and interest-based groups. It's built for conversations, long-form posts, and community engagement. Brands use Facebook for groups and communities, long-form storytelling, event promotions, ads with detailed targeting. Facebook thrives on relationships. If your content sparks discussion, Facebook will amplify it. Instagram is all about aesthetics, lifestyle, and visual storytelling. Its ecosystem includes Reels, fast discovery, posts, brand identity, stories, daily connection, carousels, education value. Instagram rewards creativity, design, and emotion. If your visuals are strong, your reach grows. YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. People come here to learn, solve problems, and dive deep. YouTube favors long-form educational content, tutorials and how-to videos, reviews and comparisons, story-driven content. If you want to build authority and long-term visibility, YouTube is unmatched. LinkedIn is where professionals share insights, achievements, and industry knowledge. It's ideal for B2B marketing, thought leadership, networking, high-value content. LinkedIn rewards expertise and authenticity. If your content teaches, inspires, or leads, it performs well. TikTok is fast, creative, and unpredictable. It thrives on short, high-energy videos, trends and challenges, relatable storytelling, humor, and authenticity. TikTok doesn't care about your follower count. It cares about how engaging your content is in the first 3 seconds. Twitter is where conversations happen in real time. It's perfect for news and updates, opinions and commentary, quick insights, brand personality. Twitter rewards speed, clarity, and boldness. If your content sparks reactions, it spreads fast. Pinterest is a visual search engine. People use it for ideas, planning, inspiration, and tutorials. It's especially powerful for niches like fashion, home decor, fitness, recipes, and DIY projects. Snapchat focuses on real-time, personal, disappearing content. It's strong for behind-the-scenes content, daily storytelling, and engaging Gen Z audiences. Snapchat rewards authenticity and immediacy. Each platform has its own strengths. Each platform has its own audience. Each platform has its own algorithm. Your job is not to be everywhere. It's to be effective where your audience spends their time. When you understand the personality of each platform, you stop posting randomly and start communicating strategically. You create content that fits the platform, respects the audience, and aligns with your brand's goals. This is how brands grow, not by shouting everywhere, but by speaking the right message in the right place. A powerful social media presence doesn't happen by accident, it happens by strategy. A social media strategy is your blueprint for how you show up, what you say, who you speak to, and how you turn attention into impact. Without strategy, social media becomes random posting. With strategy, it becomes a predictable engine for growth. A strong strategy begins with clarity of purpose. Why are you on social media? To build awareness? To generate leads? To educate? To entertain? To sell? Your purpose shapes your content, your tone, and your platform choices. When your purpose is clear, your actions become intentional. Next comes understanding your audience. Social media is not about broadcasting, it's about connecting. You must know who you're speaking to, their age, interests, problems, goals, and online behavior. When you understand your audience deeply, your content feels personal, and personal content performs. The third step is defining your content pillars, the core themes your brand will consistently talk about. These pillars keep your messaging focused and help you create content that aligns with your expertise. Once your pillars are set, you move into content planning. This is where ideas become structure. You decide what topics to cover, which formats to use, how often to post, and which platforms to prioritize. Planning removes guesswork and ensures you always have meaningful content ready. A strong strategy also includes platform selection. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be where your audience is. If your audience loves visuals, choose Instagram. If they want depth, use YouTube. If they want trends, go for TikTok. If they want professional insights, select LinkedIn. Choosing the right platforms multiplies your impact.
Next comes content creation, the heart of your strategy. Your content must be valuable, engaging, and aligned with your brand identity. It should educate, entertain, inspire, or convert. The best strategies blend all four, but even great content needs distribution. Posting is not enough. You must promote. This includes sharing across platforms, engaging in communities, collaborating with creators, using hashtags strategically, repurposing content into multiple formats. Distribution ensures your content reaches the people who need it. A social media strategy also requires engagement. Social media is a two-way street. Replying to comments, answering messages, and participating in conversations builds trust and strengthens your community. Engagement turns followers into fans. Finally, your strategy must include measurement and optimization. You track what works, what doesn't, and what needs improvement. Metrics like reach, engagement, watch time, and conversions guide your decisions. Strategy is not static. It evolves with data. A social media strategy is more than a plan. It's a system that helps you show up consistently, communicate clearly, and grow intentionally. When you combine purpose, planning, creativity, and data, your social media presence becomes unstoppable. Content creation for social media. Content is the currency of social media. It's the reason people stop scrolling, pay attention, and decide whether your brand is worth following. But social media content isn't just about posting. It's about creating experiences that educate, entertain, inspire, or persuade. When your content resonates, your brand becomes unforgettable. Great social media content begins with a strong hook. The first 3 seconds decide everything. Whether it's a bold statement, a surprising fact, or a visually striking moment, your hook must grab attention instantly. Without a hook, even the best content gets lost in the feed. Once you have attention, you must deliver value. Value can take many forms: a tip that solves a problem, a story that inspires, a visual that impresses, a message that connects emotionally, a perspective that challenges assumptions. Value is what keeps people watching, reading, and engaging. Different platforms require different types of content. On Instagram, visuals matter: clean designs, bold colors, and aesthetic layouts. On TikTok, speed and creativity win: quick cuts, trends, and personality. On YouTube, depth matters: storytelling, tutorials, and long-form value. On LinkedIn, insight matters: expertise, leadership, and professional clarity. Understanding the platform shapes the content you create. A powerful content strategy includes multiple content formats, each serving a purpose. Short-form videos, fast reach, high engagement; carousels, education and storytelling; Reels, TikToks, trends, personality, virality; stories, daily connection and authenticity; long-form videos, authority and trust. Graphics and quotes, shareability; live sessions, real-time interaction. When you mix formats, your content stays fresh and dynamic. Storytelling is the heart of great content. People don't remember facts, they remember stories. A good story has a setup, a conflict, and a resolution. It makes your content relatable and human. Whether you're teaching a concept or promoting a product, storytelling turns information into emotion. Another key element is visual identity. Your colors, fonts, layout style, and tone create a recognizable brand presence. When your content looks consistent, people identify your posts instantly, even before reading the caption. Visual identity builds familiarity, and familiarity builds trust. Your content must also include a clear call to action. Save this for later, comment your thoughts, share this with someone who needs it, click the link in bio. CTAs guide your audience toward meaningful engagement and help the algorithm understand that your content is valuable. Authenticity is more important than perfection. Social media audiences crave realness, real stories, real struggles, real wins. When you show the human side of your brand, people connect more deeply. Authentic content builds community, not just followers. Finally, great content is optimized. This means using keywords, hashtags, captions, and timing strategically. It means analyzing what works and refining your approach. Content creation is not a one-time act. It's a continuous cycle of creation, learning, and improvement. Content creation for social media is both an art and a system. When creativity meets strategy, your content becomes more than posts, it becomes influence. Social media engagement and community building. Social media is not powered by content alone, it's powered by connection. Engagement is the heartbeat of every platform, and community is the soul of every successful brand. When people feel seen, heard, and valued, they don't just follow you, they stay with you. They support you, they advocate for you. This is the true power of social media. Engagement begins with conversation. Social media is not a one-way broadcast. It's a dialogue. When someone comments, likes, shares, or reacts, they're opening a door. Your job is to walk through it. Replying to comments, answering questions, and acknowledging your audience builds trust and shows that you care. But engagement is more than replies. It's about creating content that invites interaction, content that asks questions, content that sparks emotion, content that encourages opinions, content that makes people feel part of something bigger. When your content starts conversations, the algorithm amplifies your reach, and your community grows naturally. A strong community is built on value and consistency. When you consistently deliver content that helps, inspires, or entertains, people begin to rely on you. They return not because they have to, but because they want to. This is how loyalty is formed. Community building also requires authenticity. People connect with people, not perfect brands. Sharing behind-the-scenes moments, personal stories, challenges, and lessons makes your brand human. Authenticity builds emotional connection, and emotional connection builds community. Another powerful tool is user-generated content, UGC. When your audience creates content about your brand, reviews, testimonials, stories, photos, it becomes social proof. UGC builds trust faster than any advertisement. It shows that real people believe in what you do. Engagement also thrives in private spaces, Facebook groups, Discord servers, WhatsApp communities, LinkedIn groups. These spaces create deeper, more meaningful interactions. They allow your audience to connect not just with you, but with each other. When your community interacts independently, your brand becomes a movement. Live sessions are another engagement powerhouse. Live Q&As, live tutorials, live discussions, live product demos. Live content creates real-time connection, the closest thing to face-to-face interaction on social media. It builds trust faster than any post ever could. Polls, quizzes, and interactive stickers also boost engagement. They're simple, fun, and effective. They make your audience feel involved, and involvement leads to loyalty. But engagement isn't just about activity, it's about listening. Your community will tell you what they want, through comments, through messages, through reactions, through silence. Listening helps you refine your content, improve your products, and understand your audience on a deeper level. Finally, community building requires gratitude. Celebrating milestones, appreciating your followers, highlighting community members, and acknowledging support strengthens the bond between you and your audience. Gratitude turns followers into family. Social media engagement and community building are not tactics, they're relationships. When you focus on connection over numbers, your brand becomes unforgettable. When you build a community, you build something that lasts. Social media advertising is the engine that accelerates your reach, amplifies your message, and puts your brand in front of the exact people who need it. While organic content builds trust and community, paid advertising gives you precision, speed, and scale. It's the difference between waiting to be discovered and placing your brand directly in the spotlight. At its core, social media advertising is about targeting. Unlike traditional ads, which reach everyone and anyone, social media ads reach only the people who match your ideal audience. You can target based on age, location, interests, behaviors, job titles, online activity, purchase intent. This level of precision makes social media ads one of the most cost-effective marketing tools in the world. Each platform offers its own advertising strengths. Facebook and Instagram ads are unmatched for detailed targeting and visual storytelling. YouTube ads dominate long-form influence and search-driven intent. LinkedIn ads excel in B2B marketing and professional audiences. TikTok ads deliver explosive reach through creative, fast-paced content. Choosing the right platform depends on your audience and your goals. A successful ad campaign begins with a clear objective. Do you want brand awareness, website traffic, lead generation, sales, app installs, engagement? Your objective determines your ad format, your messaging, and how the algorithm optimizes delivery. Next comes creative, the heart of your ad. Your visuals must stop the scroll. Your headline must spark curiosity. Your message must be simple, emotional, and direct. Your call to action must guide the viewer toward the next step. In advertising, clarity beats cleverness. People should understand your offer within seconds. Social media ads also rely on formats. Image ads, video ads, carousel ads, story ads, Reels ads, lead form ads, shopping ads. Each format serves a different purpose. Videos build emotion. Carousels educate. Lead forms convert. Shopping ads drive instant purchases. One of the most powerful tools in social media advertising is retargeting. Retargeting shows ads to people who visited your website, watched your videos, added items to cart, engaged with your content. These people already know you. They just need a nudge. Retargeting turns warm audiences into customers. Another key element is A/B testing. You test different headlines, images, videos, audiences, CTAs, formats. Small changes can create massive improvements. Testing removes guesswork and reveals what truly works. Budgeting is also part of the strategy. Social media ads allow you to start small and scale as you learn. You can run ads for 200 rupees a day or 20,000 rupees a day. The system adapts. What matters is optimizing based on performance, not spending blindly. Finally, social media advertising is driven by data. Metrics like CTR, CPC, CPM, conversion rate, frequency, ROAS tell you exactly how your ads are performing. When you understand the numbers, you can refine your targeting, improve your creative, and scale your results. Social media advertising is not just about buying attention, it's about buying the right attention. When you combine creativity, targeting, and data, your ads become a powerful engine for growth. Analytics and performance tracking. Social media is not guesswork, it's measurement. Behind every like, comment, share, and view lies a story. Analytics reveal that story. They show you what works, what fails, and what your audience truly cares about. Without analytics, you're creating content in the dark. With analytics, you're building a strategy powered by clarity and precision. Performance tracking begins with understanding your core metrics. Each metric tells you something different about your audience's behavior and your content's effectiveness. Star 1. Reach. How many people saw your content? Reach shows your visibility. If your reach is growing, your brand is expanding. If it's shrinking, your content isn't being pushed by the algorithm, or your audience isn't responding. Star. Impressions. How many times was your content displayed? Impressions reveal frequency. High impressions with low engagement often mean your content isn't compelling enough to spark action. Star 3. Engagement. Did your content create interaction? Engagement includes likes, comments, shares, saves, and reactions. High engagement means your content resonates emotionally or intellectually. Low engagement means your message didn't connect or your format needs improvement. Star 4, watch time and retention. Did people stay with you? For video platforms like YouTube, Instagram Reels, and TikTok, retention is everything. If viewers drop off early, your hook is weak. If they stay till the end, your storytelling is strong, and the algorithm rewards you. Star 5, click-through rate, CTR. Did your audience take action? CTR measures how many people clicked your link, thumbnail, or CTA. A strong CTR means your packaging, title, thumbnail, caption, is effective. 6. Conversion rate. Did your content achieve its goal? Conversions include signups, purchases, website visits, downloads, lead submissions. This metric shows whether your content drives real business results. Star 7, audience insights. Who is consuming your content? Analytics reveal demographics, interests, locations, and behaviors. Understanding your audience helps you tailor your tone, topics, and formats. Each platform gives you powerful insights. Instagram Insights shows reach, engagement, retention, demographics. Facebook Analytics reports page performance and audience behavior. YouTube Studio tracks watch time, CTR, retention graphs, and traffic sources. LinkedIn Analytics shows impressions, engagement, professional demographics. TikTok Analytics highlights video performance, traffic sources, and follower activity. These tools turn raw numbers into actionable strategy, helping marketers understand which content works and which doesn't. By interpreting the data, you can craft campaigns optimized for your audience, making every post and strategy adjustment based on actual evidence rather than guesswork. Data is only useful when you know how to read it. Ask yourself, which content performs best? Which formats drive the most engagement? Which topics attract the most attention? Which platforms deliver the highest conversions? What patterns repeat across your top-performing posts? Patterns reveal truth. Truth guides strategy. Recognizing these recurring trends across your data allows you to make smarter decisions. Consistently analyzing and interpreting patterns in high-performing social media posts gives a clear direction for future strategy. Great social media marketers follow a simple loop. Create, measure, learn, improve, repeat. Every post becomes a lesson. Every metric becomes a signal. Every improvement compounds over time. Analytics don't replace creativity. They enhance it. Analytics show you what your audience values, what they ignore, and what they want more of. When you combine creativity with data, your social media strategy becomes unstoppable. A long-term social media strategy is not about chasing trends. It's about building a digital presence that grows stronger, smarter, and more influential with time. Trends come and go. Algorithms rise and fall. But a well-designed strategy creates stability in a constantly shifting landscape. A well-designed strategy transforms your social media from a collection of posts into a powerful ecosystem. This approach creates stability, helping you maintain presence and influence regardless of fleeting trends and frequent algorithm updates. A long-term strategy begins with clarity of identity. Who are you as a brand? What do you stand for? What transformation do you offer your audience? When your identity is clear, your content becomes consistent, messaging recognizable, and your audience knows exactly what to expect from you. Next comes consistency, the foundation of long-term success. Consistency doesn't mean posting every day. It means showing up with purpose. It means maintaining a rhythm your audience can rely on. Consistency builds trust, and trust builds loyalty. This loyalty becomes your competitive advantage. A sustainable strategy also requires content systems. Inspiration is unpredictable, but systems are reliable. Content calendars, templates, workflows, and repurposing frameworks help you create high-quality content even when creativity runs low. Systems turn chaos into clarity and effort into efficiency. Another pillar of long-term strategy is evergreen content, content that stays relevant for months or years. Tutorials, guides, frameworks, and educational posts continue to attract views long after they're published. Evergreen content is your digital asset. It works for you 24/7, even while you sleep. But evergreen content alone isn't enough. You also need timely content, posts that tap into trends, cultural moments, and real-time conversations. Timely content gives your brand relevance in the present. Evergreen content gives your brand longevity. Together, they create balance. A long-term strategy also includes audience evolution. Your audience will grow, mature, and shift. Their needs will change. Their interests will evolve. Your content must evolve with them. Listening to your audience through comments, messages, analytics, and community feedback ensures your strategy stays aligned with their expectations. Another key element is platform diversification. Relying on one platform is risky. Algorithms change overnight. Reach fluctuates. Platforms rise and fall. A long-term strategy spreads your presence across multiple platforms: YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and email, creating stability and resilience. Long-term success also requires brand storytelling. Facts inform, but stories connect. Your mission, your values, your journey, these become the emotional glue that binds your audience to you. When people connect with your story, they stay with you for the long run. Monetization is another essential pillar. Social media is not just about attention, it's about impact and income. Courses, consulting, products, memberships, sponsorships. Your content should lead to meaningful opportunities. Monetization fuels your growth and sustains your strategy. Finally, a long-term strategy requires patience and persistence. Growth is not linear. Some months explode. Some months feel slow. But every post, every improvement, every interaction compounds over time. The brands that win are not the ones that post the most. They're the ones that stay the longest. A long-term social media strategy is a commitment to your audience, your message, and your mission. When you build with intention, consistency, and vision, your social media presence becomes more than marketing. It becomes a legacy. You've just unlocked another layer of the world around you. If this episode sparked a new thought, challenged an old belief, or made you see things differently, imagine what's coming next. At Knowitrix, we decode complex ideas, explore trending topics, and reveal the hidden patterns shaping our modern world, one insight at a time. Stay curious, stay aware, and step back into the matrix of modern knowledge in the next video. This is Knowitrix.